Namaste all. Today we are learning a topic, indicators, acid, base and salt indicators. Now we are having indicators with us, natural indicator, also synthetic indicators. First we are going with the natural indicator. Hibiscus is an example of natural indicator. This is also called China rose. So now we are having a beaker containing hot water and removing the petals, red colored petals, and just squeezing it and putting it inside this beaker one by one, and we will wait for around 5 minutes. At that time the water may change into hibiscus solution. Most probably it will change into hibiscus solution. So I am using around 5 flowers, hibiscus flowers. This is an example for natural indicator. Okay. Now we are going to test acids and bases with litmus solution. First we are taking a test tube and we are having a solution. You can see the solution is dilute acetic acid, CH3COOH. I am pouring around 5 ml of acetic acid, dilute acetic acid, to a test tube. Slowly, it's around 5 ml or around 6 or 7 ml. Now I am having, you can see, litmus solution blue. I am using the litmus solution, blue colored litmus solution, and I am pouring the blue litmus solution into acetic acid. You can see the coloration. Slowly, drop by drop. Now you can see the solution turns red. Blue litmus turns into a red color. So it indicates the material which is present inside the test tube is acid. So acids, in an acid, blue litmus is turning into red color. Now we are using a base, potassium hydroxide, KOH solution. You can see KOH solution diluted. I am going to pour around 5 ml of KOH into a test tube and testing with blue litmus. This is around 5 ml. So I am going to pour blue litmus into KOH solution, which is a base. You can see the reaction. Now the blue litmus does not change, it becomes blue. So here you can compare both the test tubes. The first one, that is on the left hand, is acetic acid, and on the right hand it is KOH solution. I tested it with the blue litmus, and only the acid changes blue litmus into red color. We tested acids and bases with blue litmus solution earlier. Now we are going to test with the red litmus solution. First I am going to take a test tube. This time I am adding dilute hydrochloric acid. You can see dilute hydrochloric acid to a test tube, around 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid, till HCl it is written over here. And I am going to pour 2-3 drops of red litmus solution. You can see red litmus solution. Please watch carefully. The red litmus solution does not make any color change in it, in hydrochloric acid. It remains red only. Okay, you can see I am adding 2 more drops. No change at all. So I am keeping it aside and taking another test tube, and I am going to pour some base, dilute KOH, potassium hydroxide solution. Around 5 ml I am adding, and into the test tube I am adding 3 or 5 drops of red litmus solution. You can see, carefully watch it. Now you can see the red color changes into blue. So now you can see on my left hand, which was hydrochloric acid with the red litmus, there is no color change. On my right hand it was KOH solution, then I added 2-3 drops of red litmus solution. Red litmus turned blue. So it indicates that bases change red litmus into blue color. Whereas in the first experiment we show that acids changes blue litmus to red color. It is with the litmus solution we done. Next we are going to do with litmus paper. Thank you. Now we are going to test acids and bases with litmus paper. You can see here I am having two type of litmus paper. One is red litmus paper. You can see red colored, and the other one is blue litmus paper. So first we can add few drops of hydrochloric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid, around 5 ml of hydrochloric acid, dilute to a test tube. And we can use a red litmus paper to check. I am tilting the test tube and immersing. I will try to insert one red litmus into it. Now it is touched. You can see there is no color change, no coloration happens. Red litmus become red only. Now we are using blue litmus. You can see it is a blue colored litmus paper. Again I am inserting the blue litmus into the test tube containing dilute hydrochloric acid. You can see the color change. The blue litmus turns red. It indicates that acids turn blue litmus into red color. Now, second we are using base, a base, sodium hydroxide. So any base you can use, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, etc. Now I am using a red litmus paper, a piece only. I am going to immerse in the test tube. You can see the change. Red litmus change into blue when I immersed in a base. So bases change red litmus into blue. So next I am using a piece of blue litmus to check what will happen. So a piece only I took. So I am inserting the blue litmus into the test tube containing a base, potassium hydroxide or even sodium hydroxide also will work. There is no change. It infers that bases change red litmus into blue. Thank you. Now we are going to test acid and base with the synthetic or man-made indicators. We are having phenolphthalein with us as an indicator. Also we are having methyl orange. Both indicators are there. You can see methyl orange is having some reddish color, reddish brown color, and phenolphthalein is a colorless solution. So first I am going to take a test tube with 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid. Already I poured 5 ml of hydrochloric acid into it. And now I am going to add 2-3 drops of phenolphthalein into it. You can see 1, 2, 3 drops. I am shaking the test tube. Is there any color change? Can you see any color change? So white surface you can see. Is there any color change? No. I am keeping it aside. Next I am taking a test tube which is containing 5 ml of dilute KOH, potassium hydroxide solution. To the test tube I am adding 2-3 drops of phenolphthalein. You can see 1, 2, 3 drop only. You can see a development of pink color. Okay, this is a white screen. You can see. Is it clear? So phenolphthalein gives pink color with the base. It is an inference. Phenolphthalein gives pink color with the base, but it does not give any color to acid. So from that we can easily identify which is a base or which is an acid. So next one we are using methyl orange. Phenolphthalein is over. Why I poured the solution earlier? because if I am touching it with my hand also will get converted into that pink color. So now we are having a test tube with a dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute acetic acid. Any acid you can use. So now I am going to pour 2-3 drops of methyl orange solution. Methyl orange to acid. Somewhat orange color, golden orange you can say. Somewhat golden orange you can say with the acid. Now the same methyl orange is going to pour with the base KOH solution. 5 ml of KOH is there. So adding 2-3 drops of methyl orange. It has somewhat golden color, not even red or orange, it is golden yellow. So inference is that methyl orange gives golden yellow color with the base and orange color with the acid. You can see the difference. The left hand having acidic solution with the methyl orange. Now the right hand having basic solution with methyl orange which have a golden color. Next video is about neutralization reaction. You know, when an acid react with a base, it gives salt and water. So I am having a test tube containing 5 ml of dilute KOH solution, which is a base. I am going to pour 2-3 drops of phenolphthalein into it. So as you know, which color will come? The solution will appear into pink color. Yeah, you can see pink coloration is very evident. Now I am going to pour dilute HCl, dilute hydrochloric acid. You can see dilute hydrochloric acid into the test tube slowly, drop by drop, and shaking the test tube also. Is there any change? Still the solution is basic in nature, more base is there, even though I added some acid. Now the quantity of base is more in this solution, that is why it does not change into any other color. Again 2-3 drops, no change. I am adding a little more. Now you can see the color disappears. The color disappears indicates that now in this test tube the quantity of acid is more than that of the base. Again I am adding some base into this solution. We'll see what will happen. So this is dilute solution of potassium hydroxide. I am going to add a little bit into the test tube. No coloration. It indicates that now also acid is more. Concentration of acid or the quantity of acid is more in this test tube. Now you can see again reappears the pink color. It indicates that now the solution is basic in nature. Again I am going to add some dilute HCl into this test tube and see. Now the color disappears. Now the solution is said to be acidic. Okay. Again adding some NaOH or KOH, whichever it is there, base. The pink coloration you can see. No. Now also acid is more in the solution. Pink color reappears. This is neutralization reaction. So finally I am adding some more hydrochloric acid and shaking. Now it is said to be neutral. The solution does not have any color. Our drinking water is a neutral solution having a pH of 7. We are going to test the pH, hydrogen ion concentration of acid and a base. We are having a solution named universal indicator solution. On my left hand you can see, and the solution is somewhat green in color, dark green in color, you can see. And here you can see if the pH of the solution is 0, it will be, that solution will change into red color. If it is 1, it is pale red, 2 it is orange, 3 yellow, 4 very light green, 5 green, and 6 it is somewhat dark green, and 7 the same color, and 8 it is indigo like color, and 10 and above it is violet color. On the board you can see pH scale. It is from 0 to 14, and from 0 to 6.9 it is acidic, 7 is neutral. Distilled water is a neutral solution, and above 7, that is 7.1, 7.2, likewise it is going up to 14. Up to 7.1 to 14 it is basic solution. So if the base is having pH of 13.7, it is very much basic compared to a base having pH of 8.2. So it is increasing by going from 7.1 to 14, the basicity. So likewise, if an acid power having a pH of 1 is having more power than that of the acid having the pH 6. It is just opposite like this. So one who having low pH having more power in the case of acid. One which having more pH will have more effect in the case of base. So not only universal indicate solution, we are having indicator paper also. It is called pH paper. It is somewhat pale yellow in color. In that it is clearly mentioned how the color changes according to the pH of the solutions. So now we are going to test the pH of some of the acid and base. So you can watch clearly. I am having a solution. I am not mentioning which solution is this and what is this. I am not going to mention. So I am having one paper, pH paper with me. I am tilting the test tube, slightly tilted, and I am adding or try to insert the pH paper into it. You can see it change into somewhat rose color. So what is the solution likely to be? You can see. So maybe pH 1, it is somewhat similar. pH 1 means the solution is acid, acidic solution. In this also you can see the coloration is somewhat equal to number 1. It is marked here. So the pH of the solution is 1. It indicates that it is an acid. So now I am using the other portion. I am clearing it up. Next I am having a solution. I am not mentioning which solution it is. Try to immerse or insert the pH paper again. Now tell me which is the solution. The same color. So pH 1, it is acetic acid. Again we are having a solution. A piece of pH paper, trying to insert or immerse the pH paper into the test tube. Having a solution. You can see which color is this? Somewhat violet or indigo color is there. So what does it indicates? You can see indigo color. Indigo color means the pH may be 8. It is somewhat similar to the pH of 8 or 9 in between, I think. It is clear. So it is a base. In pH strip also you can see the coloration. It is around 12 it is showing. Anyhow, this is the correct one. You can see this exactly 8 and all. Now we are using universal indicator solution to check a solution's pH of a solution. I am adding 2-3 drops. You can see it is a greenish color solution. Now it changed into which color? It is somewhat similar to the 9, that is somewhat violet color. You can see I am using a background now. You can see it is clear. So it is a base, somewhat a strong base around pH of 10. You can see. Next we are using another solution. Now the solution turns somewhat pH is 1 related. The pH is 1. You can see I am using a background also. So it is an acid. I used hydrochloric acid in this test tube earlier. I didn't mention it is. So with the pH paper or pH solution, identify solution's pH, the pH of a solution. Now it is a strong acid and it is a strong base. You can compare also. Now it is 5 minutes is over now. You can see the color of the petal is absorbed by the solution, the hot water. Now I am slightly tilting the beaker into another one. You can see the color of solution. You can call it as hibiscus solution. The color of the solution is somewhat pink. You can see in background also. Pink coloration you can see. So now I am using this solution to check acid and base. It is a natural indicator. I am adding the solution into a test tube. It is a color. I think it is clear. It is somewhat pale pink color. On my left hand, 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid is here. I am going to add some hibiscus solution into it, drop by drop. You can see it has changed into somewhat reddish orange color. Reddish orange color. I think it is clear, the background. Acid turns reddish orange in color. I am keeping it aside. Now taking a basic solution, it is dilute sodium hydroxide solution. Into that I am going to add the hibiscus solution. You can see it turns green in color. You can see it is clear. Base become green in color. So we can compare now. On my left hand, it has acidic solution, turns reddish orange color while added with the hibiscus solution. So here on my right hand, it has a basic solution, dilute sodium hydroxide solution. It turns green when added with our hibiscus solution. So now I am going to add the hibiscus solution into a test tube containing tap water. So for that I am collecting water from the tap. It's tap water. Now I am going to add hibiscus solution into it. No colorations at all. Adding little more also. No such coloration. It is a color of the hibiscus solution only. So it is said to be neutral. We can say almost neutral. That is why no change of color. Like earlier we observed, acid turns reddish orange and base turns green in color. So try to do at home also. You can use vinegar or even lemon juice, solution from lemon. It is used for testing acid, whereas you can use our baking soda, dilute baking soda into a beaker containing or beaker or glass containing little water and use the hibiscus solution to check the material, that is whether acidic or basic. Thank you. I am having a test tube with me. I am pouring 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid into the test tube, not 5 ml, around 3 ml only I pour. Then I am using our hibiscus solution. You can see the color change. Slowly I am tilting. Okay, now it is somewhat reddish orange in color. So it indicates that the solution is acid. So to the same test tube I am going to pour dilute potassium hydroxide KOI solution. See, is there any change? Drop by drop I am adding. No change at all. Again I am adding some more drop. No change at all. Some more. Now it change into somewhat violet color. Adding some more. You can see somewhat greenish color. It indicates that now the solution turns into basic nature. Likewise, we done with the phenolphthalein solution. Neutralization reaction. Again, I am adding dilute hydrochloric acid into it. We'll see is there any change occurs or not. You can see the coloration, change of coloration. Slightly it is changing. Now also the concentration of base is more in this test tube, the quantity. So again adding some more acid and shaking the test tube. You can see it is changing into reddish orange color, adding some more acid into it. This is the way how to shake the test tube. Okay, now you can see it will become acidic in nature. By using hibiscus solution also, we can test neutralization reaction, or we can identify neutralization reaction by adding this solution. This is hibiscus solution. So no need of phenolphthalein. By natural indicator, hibiscus solution will help us to perform neutralization reaction. Thank you.